All right, well, thank you everyone for attending the SCSA AGM. Those who don't know me, my name is Terry Beattie. I am the SCSA advisor for this region. I would like to begin by acknowledging that we are on treaty land, referred to as Treaty 4 territory, and that the city of Swift Current and all the people here are beneficiaries of this treaty. Treaty 4 encompasses the lands of the Cree, Saulteaux, Dakota, Nakota, Lakota, and on the homeland of the Métis Nation. We respect and honor the treaties that were made to all territories. We acknowledge the harms and mistakes of the past, and we are committed to move forward in partnership with Indigenous nations in the spirit of reconciliation and collaboration. A couple of housekeeping things. Obviously, emergency exits here. Obviously, exits on the west side too. Washrooms are right outside the door. If there is an emergency, muster point is out in the west parking lot. With that, I'm going to introduce and call up our president for the SCSA, Colin Poulard.
Thanks for the applause. I haven't even started talking yet, so that is appreciated. Well, again, welcome, and thanks, Terry. I also want to just kind of make some special welcomes for today. Thanks, Carla Weens, the CEO of the Swift Current Chamber of Commerce, and here I really appreciate her coming out and also letting folks know in the community that this event was happening. Our boards of directors will be formally recognized a little bit later. Of course, our members who this thing is really all about, both local and those who've traveled in, and community members from the Swift Current area. We have a number of our employees, primarily of our leadership team, and Terry, of course, who serves this area. And also want to recognize our representatives from WCB and Labor Relations Workplace Safety that are in attendance today. So I'll just let you know how the day is going to flow here. We're going to be doing our AGM business right away, and to get that out of the way. And right after that concludes, we're going to have lunch served at the back, and then right after that, we're going to, once everyone's been able to get through the line and get back to their tables, we're going to call up Greg Johnson, who, as you all know, is a tornado hunter. I'm excited about that as well. So at this time, I will introduce to you our chair of the SCSA Board of Directors. Keith Bird is a partner with R&F Ventures, located out of Prince Albert, and I'd like to invite him up to the podium to lead on our AGM.
Thank you, Colin. We'll get right down to business here and call this meeting to order. First, I'd like to say it's always great to be in Swift Current. This is one of my favorite spots to come for music. I was just sharing with Carla that I used to come for blenders all the time, and one of my favorite venues in all of Saskatchewan is probably the Lyric Theatre. I've seen some really great shows there, thanks to my friend Shan Gowan. And also the Windscape, home of the Windscape Kite Festival. I think the largest festival in Western Canada, I read one time. Largest summer festival. So always good to be in Swift Current, sunny Swift Current. Anyways, I'd like to start off with, I'd like to introduce the Board of Directors. For those of you that are here, I'll just get you to wave or stand up or whatever, do a little dance, whatever you like to do. So we'll start with Brian Barber, Dana Padel, Ryan Garansky. TJ King was unable to make it. We've got Dion Malikoff. I butchered his name earlier today, his last name, and now I butchered his first name. Way to go. Corey Johnson was unable to attend. We have Carolyn Bagnall and Ben Miller. That's your past year's Board of Directors, and I'd really like to thank everybody for their effort. Being on the board means a bunch of meetings, committee meetings, board meetings, and these people volunteer their time, and really appreciate their expertise and their time that they put in the past year. Thank you very much. Next, we're just going to discuss the voting rules here. Any members when they came in, I knew I was going to forget it, but when you came in, you should have got a little yellow card that represents that you're the representative of a member company and that you'll be doing the voting for that company. Only B-rate code companies can vote or make a motion. And I'd ask, Jenna is taking minutes, so I'd ask if you make a motion or second that when you make that motion or make that second that you give us your name as well so that she can record your name in the minutes. Also, only one representative per B-rate code company can be designated as a voter. So whoever has the yellow card is the lucky person today. So let's move on to 2.0, and 2.0 is adoption of the agenda. There should have been agendas on the in your package on the tables. So I would call for a motion to accept the agenda. Do you get that, Jenna? Seconder? Got it. Dion? Anyone opposed? I guess we don't need to do that on that. Let's go to adoption of minutes. We have the minutes from the March 30th, 2023 meeting that was held in Yorkton. I'd ask for a motion to adopt the minutes as presented. Dana? Seconder? Ryan? All in favor? That is carried. Item 4.0 is business arising out of the minutes. Is there any? I don't see. If anyone has anything we need to talk about. Seeing none, we will move on to 5.0, which is the annual report. You'll see in your package there is an annual report in there. We aren't going to formally present the annual report, but it's there for your perusal, and in there where you will see the chair report and the president's report as well. I just when it comes to the chairman's message, again, I'd just like to point out a few sort of highlights of that. One of the highlights for us has been the negotiation and finally the signing of the finance agreement with WCB, which is a 5-year agreement, and that came to fruition this past year after lots of hard work by Colin and his team and some of our previous board members who put in a lot of time and effort into that. So I'd like to thank everybody for that. Other than that, I think everything else is in the report, and I don't think we need to talk about that any further. Also, I'd like to point out the transparency report. This is something that is sort of new to us, but it is right here in your package. Just take a look through. If there's any questions and comments, we can take them now. If not, I would call for a motion to accept the annual report as presented. We have Brian, seconder. We have Ben. All in favor? That is carried. Moving on to 6.0, also in your package will be the auditor's report and financial statements. Hopefully everybody had a chance to look through those. I would entertain a motion for acceptance of the 2023 auditor's report and financial statements. Dana, second. Brian, all in favor? That is carried. 7.0 is appointment of the 2024 auditor. I'm looking to see, do I have that in my package, Colin? Pardon me? Okay. Yeah, so we're looking for a motion for the reappointment of KPMG as the auditor for 2024 for the SCSA. So I would entertain a motion. Thank you, Ryan. Second. Dennis? All in favor? That is carried. Next, 8.0 is a resolution regarding the acts of officers and directors. So the motion is that all acts and decisions of the officers and directors of the Saskatchewan Construction Safety Association Incorporated throughout 2022 be ratified and approved. So I call for that motion, please. Brian? Dana, second. All in favor? That is carried. Next, 9.0 is appointment of the 2024 Board of Directors. We would call for a motion to reappoint Brian Barber and Ben Miller, whose terms are up, and to appoint Elijah Benke, Kevin Anderson, and Dennis Burney. And if you look in your package, there's a brief biography of each nominees in your package. And I would entertain a motion for their appointment. Got that? And seconder? We'll go Dion. All in favor? That is carried. So 9.1 is the introduction of the 2024 Board of Directors, and I'll maybe just get you all to stand, all of you that are here, and we can recognize you at that point. Myself as chairperson, Keith Bird, Dana Padell, Brian Barber, Ben Miller, Ryan Garansky, Elijah Benke, Dion Malikoff, Carolyn Bagnell, TJ King is unable to attend, as is Corey Johnson and Kevin Anderson, and Dennis Burney. This is your 2024 Board of Directors. There being no other business, I would ask for a motion to adjourn. Thank you, Ryan. And that is it. Thank you very much. Thanks for everybody. I know that was the most exciting part of the whole luncheon. So you guys can all go home now. That was the entertainment for today. Thanks a lot.